We're here with junior-to-be Rhiannon Tooker. Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Why
that's right.
Why don't you pronounce it for us so we have it exactly right?
Rhiannon Tooker.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're from Australia,
Yes.
Queensland. That's a province, right?
It's a state.
State,
Yes.
okay. And then what actual town or village or city are you from?
It's a small, technically a city called Gladstone. It's right on the east coast, 6 hours north of Brisbane. No one really knows where it is, but no, it's home.
How would you compare it to Eugene as far as city size and way to get around and people and demographics?
It's a little smaller, a lot less stuff there. It's an industrial town, pretty much. Eugene's all green and everyone's big on the environment. Back home it's an industrial town, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's about 30,000 people now, I think. Okay. So,
how often do you go home each year?
Once a year, on average, Christmas time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What's the weather like down there? I'm sure it's great, right?
Christmas, it's great. It's summer, so we go to the beach and, go swimming and have barbecues outside. So, it's nice.
Well, you're a middle blocker. I think you're 6'5", right?
Yes.
And now with the graduation of Natisha Nessie last year, one of our all-time top blockers, you're going to have a chance to play a more significant role there. Talk about the opportunity for you this year.
That opportunity is huge. It's something that everybody wants. That's what I've been practicing for since I got here. So it's a big deal. And, I had a really good spring. Practice was really good. And I've been improving a lot over the last 2 years. So I'm hoping I can step in there and, make an impact.
I know when Jim said when you came, your credentials had you being as one of the top juniors or junior level players in Australia in their ranks, but I think playing the Pac-10 is such an elite level. Talk about your transition to that level.
The transition was really hard when I first got here. It wasn't easy at all, but it's a case of you come here and you're either going to say it's too hard and stop, or you're going to fight for it, and that's what I decided to do. I wanted to play, and I wanted to play here at Oregon, where it's a high level in the Pac-10, so, made it happen.
I know our summertime is really busy with strength conditioning, and you were part of that from the spring and summer before you even had your first match in the fall.
Yes.
Talk about how much you had to go through as far as physical maturation to join this team.
It was a lot. And, in high school we didn't emphasize conditioning at all, so that kind of sucked. But you just try and get better each time, and we lift so much here, and you can feel the changes in your body, and it's a good thing, and you can feel how much it helps you when you play. So.
You're a junior to be here, and also there's basically one senior, Heather
Yes,
Myers, on the team
I'm
that's
the
older than
second
you.
oldest. Yeah, I feel old.
So you saw last year kind of how Sonia kind of was like the mother hen for all these freshmen coming
Yes.
in. We have 4 more this year.
Yes.
Talk about your role. Maybe you expect to play with them and how to help them adjust to the Pac-10.
Well, the college experience is definitely unique. So, and when I don't know how regular students do it, but for us, when you're athletes, you got to learn how to prioritize what you're doing. You got to make sure you get your schoolwork done. You're there for volleyball every day. It's a grind. It really is. It's tough, but they're all strong young women. I'm sure they can handle it, and they've shown to us that they should be able to. So.
Yeah, they obviously come from good club programs too, so they've played at a good level before. I know this system's kind of unique that they'll you have a position with your name, like you're playing middle block or whatever, but it's probably you're more than just a middle blocker. Talk about how varied your skill level is to play for the Ducks.
Well, to play for the Ducks, it's just because Jim has such a unique type of offense. So for me, it says middle blocker, but I also play right side blocker and things like that. And Heather, it says right side, but she'll hit through the middle, she'll hit outside, and she plays middle back in defense or something like that. It's you can't just be stuck. You have to be flexible to play in this system, and you just got to learn it. So.
And it also means being able to dig, and also means to do other parts of the game too.
Definitely. In fall camp, we don't just say, okay, defensive people, we're going to do defense right now. I'm a middle blocker, and they have me doing all the digging drills, everything like that. And it's hard, but it's good, and it's good for your mindset as a player to be able to do that.
So no trip home this summer though. So what things are you kind of jonesing for right now? You miss maybe the Vegemite or anything else back there?
I just miss being home with my family. My sister's home right now. She goes to school in Hawaii, so she gets the summer break that I don't, because I stay here and work out. So she's home for a couple months, and I don't get home. But I just miss hanging out with them. They always do a lot of fun stuff. They went to the Rugby International the other day, so I was a little jealous. But what can you do?
Okay. Talk about your sister Emily. I think she helped you kind of get involved with sport way back.
Yeah, well, she's 2 years ahead of me in school, and so she got into high school 2 years before me, and she was playing volleyball. And our high school coach, Brian, was, wow, she's tall, because she's ended up being 6'2", and found out that I'm also tall, 3 inches more than her, and got me into it when I was in 7th grade. And so she played, I played. There's always a lot of sibling rivalry and everything, especially because she was a setter and I was a hitter, so she'd be, you know, you want to stay on her good side, but you know, we get along great. You know, I look up to her a lot. We're very close.
That's Hawaii Hilo, right?
Yes, that's right.
You know, your brother played rugby. Any rugby experience there too?
No.
No.
No, not at all. He's only just started recently, actually. He's a big gym junkie, though, so...
This fall, we have 2 trips here, non-conference to New Orleans and also Fresno State, maybe even a trip maybe to Yosemite.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to those kind of side events?
Yes, it's always fun. I mean, my freshman year we got to go to DC go see the Capitol, which was very cool. And it's nice because it helps you... it's nice because you go to a place and you don't just see hotel gym, because that's very mentally just draining. So when you get to be able to go places and, you know, just spend time with your team and, you know, be friendly and have fun, and it's nice. It's a little bit of a side break, but it still helps you keep that focus. It's because you're all together. So.
Any other trips stand out in your mind that maybe kind of surprised you, whether it be to Kansas or to some other place, Illinois, or...
Like, how do you mean surprised?
I mean, just kind of a funny event happening, or just kind of be surprised, like, this is kind of different than I expected.
Yeah, everywhere, pretty much. I mean, LA was a trip, because, I mean, it's just LA, it's huge and ridiculous. And San Francisco as well. When we go to Arizona, I mean, the first time there I was like, okay, this is really dry. But, I mean, the best one was definitely DC. It was just such a cool experience. I mean, obviously the Capitol's very important to Americans, but to me it's still a unique experience as well. So.
Well, cool. We'll look forward to seeing the team. They had their first scrimmage on the 14th, and also a event versus their alumni on the 21st, and the first match is at Fresno State on the 28th.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.